Let me just look for her and let her know.
Do I what?
Can I go for the job and let her know?
I got a feeling that now you're worrying. You're worrying.
You didn't finish telling her what happens if she doesn't come back.
I know I didn't finish telling her. You can be charged with escape from a jail sentence. You can be charged, and that's a felony. You can be charged with contempt of court and get up to 90 days in jail. And, you know, it would make matters worse.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you know, if you want to take a minute to step out in the hallway and call, you know, go right ahead.
Okay.
But I mean, if you don't come back, you know, you don't think I'm going to forget this, do you?
No, you didn't forget me, so I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget this.
Okay, I'm about to step out and make the call.
You know, I actually believe you.
Okay, well, thank you.
Keep going, Judge. We got 2
All
more
right,
to go.
Mr. Aguilar, I'm serious. Don't drive. You get busted for driving or any kind of driving offense when you don't have a license. This is not, the sentencing will not go well. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's give him his paperwork. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I don't think there's actually anything to give him, sir.
Notice to appear.
I'm gonna have them send it. I don't
Okay.
have any help, and we have like 40 people listening.
All right.
Oh, wait, is Miss Just is writing something down. Is she ready to go back on?
You ready?
Did you get your phone calls made, ma'am? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just writing down my letters. Okay, so I can call while I'm in there.
Call who?
So I can call my people while I'm in there.
Remember how they don't let them use their phone?
Oh, yeah. All right, back on the record.
Go ahead.
All right, and City of Flint versus Guest. So you made your phone call to your employer?
Yes.
Okay. And who else did you want to call? I think I had held 18 days in advance. So I am going to have you serve them. I'm going to suspend 9 of them. Okay? So that would mean you have to serve 9 days. And there really ain't going to be a full 9 days because of the day for day. Okay? So once you have a C over there, and I need to give me an amended judgment so I can write on there that the jail sentence is suspended 9 days.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I get out of jail, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be on probation.
It's over?
It's gonna be over.
Yeah.
Are you Shannon Phillips, who's identified as UCC 1-308, all rights reserved? Okay, well, there's no response to the court's inquiry. It's 4:30 p.m. on July 13th.
We hear you now. Are you Ms. Phillips?
UCC 1-308, all rights reserved. I am here on the special visitation of the all caps name.
Who are you?
Okay, seeing no response to my request, it's 4:30 p.m. The matter was scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Agent Miller, I will sign a bench warrant upon your submission. Failure to appear.
Individual that has the name UCC 1-308. All rights reserved without prejudice. Can you tell us your name, please?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, I can. Can we have your name?
UCC 1-308. I'm here on the special visitation of the all caps name, Shannon Phillips.
Okay, I don't have that case on our docket today.
So, well, I got the letter in the mail from Scott Petherbridge for September 9th, 1:30. Shannon Sherelle Phillips, case number 7-000132 FH.
Second. He has canceled the hearing for today because you have an active warrant.
Okay, so this don't make sense. Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
You need to turn
And
yourself
they
into the
put that
jail.
warrant out. What? Oh well, I guess see y'all when I see y'all. So that's it.
Yep, you have no hearing today.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I think we're ready.
All right, we're gonna go on the record in the matter of James Clarenson. It is 2020 TR 105.
Judge, I was given an amended warrant to show cause this morning. I that's what I'm going off of. I have read that to Mr. Clarenson. I have advised him of his right to have a hearing this morning, that the witnesses apparently have been subpoenaed and are present for that. So he knows of his right to have a hearing. He has informed me that he would waive his right to a hearing and enter no contest pleas to all the allegations.
All right, is that true, Mr. Clarenson?
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes. Are you waiving your
Okay.
right to hearing, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Apparently, I was having trouble talking to my attorney because I couldn't talk to him. But yes, ma'am, he told me, and I guess that's what we'll do.
Well,
I can't have you guessing, and I need you to be able to talk to your attorney. So what I can do is order you to appear at the Elk County District Courthouse today at 4 o'clock.
I can't make it, Your Honor. So yes, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and plead no contest because I can't make it to Howard. That's why I had to do it over Zoom.
Why can you not make it to Howard?
I live in Elk City, Kansas, and I don't have any vehicle. I don't have a license, of course, and I don't have anybody that would take me over there. So I just want to go ahead and plead no contest, I guess. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am, I want to go ahead and plead no contest.
Mr. Cooper, have you been able to talk to your client anytime before today?
I hadn't, no, Your Honor. He could hear me. There was a little problem in the breakout room in that he could hear me, but I couldn't hear him. I explained to him his rights. Well, on the second breakout room, the first breakout room, we could hear each other.
Okay.
And that's when I went over all of the allegations. In the second breakout room is when I went over his rights. And what I did was I asked him to hold up one finger if he wanted to do one thing, or two fingers if he wanted to do the other thing. Yeah, he's nodding.
All right.
So,
okay. All right, I will find a voluntary waiver of hearing. Find that he is in violation of his probation. I'm going to ask for recommendations from Ms. Gillette.
Judge, this is a revocation case on a traffic matter. The defendant had pled back in February of 2021. We had some failures to appear on a prior revocation. He had sanctions and was reinstated to probation in April of 2022. He's supposed to be reporting to Mr. Bauer. I don't know, or I didn't know. He knew. It was made clear to him that he needed to be reporting. He hasn't come in to sign his conditions of probation. He's got all kinds of other stuff going on with him in Montgomery County. But the main thing is he won't even come in to sign his conditions of probation. He won't report to the officer. It's an ongoing issue. He had a 12-month underlying. It's a driving while revoked, habitual violator. You know, he's not to be driving without a valid license, and he needed to get in here and sign his conditions. It's not hard. Show up, see your officer. And he's been in and out of different jails. They've tracked when he's out. He's had contact when he's out and told to get in here. He still won't get in here. So I'm just going to ask for him to serve his underlying. He's already had a sanction on this. It's a misdemeanor case. Like I said, he pled in February of 2021. And we've had several bond revocations on him because of not showing up. He just doesn't want to come and sign his conditions or do his probation.
So we
Your
can't
Honor.
transfer him to Montgomery County until he signs.
That's
his
what I would
conditions?
love. That's what I would love to happen. Yes, Your Honor. I live in Montgomery County. I wish that I could get my probation transferred to Montgomery County.
Are you on probation in Montgomery County?
Currently not at the moment, no ma'am. I've got a bond supervision. I have to call in and go see Dan Driscoll, which is the court service officer in Montgomery County weekly. And I've been doing that. If I can get it transferred to Montgomery County, this would go a lot smoother.
Well, you have to sign your conditions and be advised of your conditions before they can request a courtesy transfer. You have to at least take one step before they can accommodate you. Mr. Cooper, your recommendations?
Judge, I'm going to ask the court to reinstate probation today. We do have several allegations here. I will tell you, going down the line, Mr. Clarenson is in the midst of fighting the aggravated battery charge out of Montgomery County. The vapors case, I don't know a lot about that. He and Mr. House are working on that through Elk County, Judge, and I think plan on fighting that case. With respect to the not appearing or not reporting since May 2nd, that has occurred. I think there has been confusion on the part of Mr. Clarenson a little bit with respect to once this warrant was filed, whether or not to appear there. I think there's been some transportation issues. Obviously, he's not supposed to drive. But the main thing I would say, Judge, is this is a habitual violator case. He's been on probation now for 18 months. I know the state would argue he hasn't done very well on probation, but the fact of the matter is we don't have any new allegations of driving. And in fact, I think that's part of the problem here. If the court is inclined to sanction him in some way, I would ask for a minimal sanction, and maybe that would get him over to the jail, and Mr. Bauer then could get him to sign those conditions at that point in time. But Judge, this is a misdemeanor case, a traffic case that he's been on probation for a year and a half. And so I'd ask the court to take that into consideration.
Mr. Bauer, anything you'd like to say?
Your Honor, he has been on for 18 months. He has been told numerous times through letters and conversations that he is a call-in reporting. He doesn't have to come to Elk County. It has been sent to, his paperwork has been sent to him 4 different times, and all 4 times he has either lost it or he didn't get it. There's been an excuse every time why he can't sign them and put them in the mail and mail back. It's not an issue of him being able to drive up here. It's an issue of him getting on a phone and calling, and he won't do that. He has done absolutely nothing in this case in 18 months. He hasn't paid nothing. He's reported 3 times in 18 months. One of those was 3 days late. And he's picked up 3 new cases. He's not done anything.
Where's this ag battery out of again?
It is out of Montgomery County. He's got an ag battery out of Montgomery County. And then he's got the vapors case here. and then a driving case out of Montgomery County that was dealt with in his last revocation. And then there's 2 or 3 other cases that were prior to this that's still pending.
Does he have any jail time credit on this case?
On this one, it is hard for me to figure because there's been so many different warrants issued on him. The best I figure is 60 days. If he's got anything outside of that, it's not documented in Odyssey. I went through Odyssey. I looked at every arrest warrant that was returned, the date that he was arrested, and then looked at the bonds, and that's where I came up with the 60. So that's the best I can get on this is 60 days. Anything outside of that, I'm not aware of.
Okay. Well, Mr. Clarenson, is there anything that you want to say?
Only that whenever I got revoked, I thought that whenever I got, the revocation thing, I didn't know that I was still on probation. I guess it's just ignorance on my part. And that I am fighting the cases. Gary House is getting the paperwork from the hospital for the vaping thing. And it was self-defense I'm currently fighting over here in Montgomery County.
Okay.
I got shoved and then I shoved him back and I get aggravated.
Yeah.
assault.
Hang on, James. Don't go through the facts of the case. That's good enough that you've told the judge that.
Okay. I appreciate
Okay,
that.
I'm sorry.
I need to finish up my case with you and be done, frankly. I am going to revoke your probation, reduce your sentence to 90 days without any credit for time served. So 90 days plus whatever time that you've already served in the case will be your full sentence that you flatten. So I want you to turn yourself in to the Elk County Jail in the next 24 hours. You're going to do 90 days on this case and you're going to be terminated from probation. Okay?
Is my 60 days then a count that I've already served?
No,
No.
but you have 1 year. I'm not making you serve a full year.
Yes, ma'am, I
A year
understand.
minus 60 days is 10 months. I'm not making you do that. I'm making you do 90 more days. So your sentence is less than half of what it was originally ordered for you to
Yes,
serve.
ma'am.
So, get
Is
your
that
other
going to interfere with?
moving.
Is that going to interfere with my other cases that I have going? With me
I
being
hope
in jail,
not.
am I going to be able to appear in Montgomery County?
Ms. Gillette, do you have any pull in terms of having him transported to Montgomery or doing Zoom so that he doesn't get warrants in those cases?
I can talk with the judge, with the sheriff. The sheriff has been housing people in different jails. It's possible that we house him in Montgomery County.
Well, that would work out real well for you. If they
Yes,
could do
ma'am,
that.
it would.
Okay, but you still, again, the process has to start where the jurisdiction arises. So you're still going to have to turn yourself into the Elk County Jail in 24 hours, and then they will make arrangements if they can move you to Montgomery, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, if there's nothing further for today, we are adjourned.
Thank you.